Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Programming and More YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to build filter page using HTML and CSS. What we did in our last videos. First we have completed setting our project, then we have created header and footer using HTML, CSS, and then we made it responsive using media query. Then we have completed making home page using HTML and CSS. Now we are going to build filter page. So let me show you a quick demo. Let us wait for it to load. Yes, this is the filter page of our website. We can navigate to this link by clicking on any of the categories from the home page. Let us click on watches, then we'll be redirected to the watches page. Now, for this video, we are only going to build the static page. It will not be dynamic, like how it is responding with when I fill this form. So it will just be a static design, and then we'll make it responsive. Okay. So let me show you how it works. First, we'll build the structure of our filter page using HTML. Then we'll add style to it by using CSS. And then we'll make the static pages responsive using media query. If you like our videos, please share and subscribe to my channel. Now it is coding time. Let me open VS Code using the command code space dot from our project folder. This will open our VS Code window. And let us see our previous work. Let me open the browser and paste that link. Yes, in our previous video we have built home page. Now we'll be building filter page. For that, inside website, let us create one folder, filter page, just to keep things organized. Now inside filter page, let us create one file, filterpage.html. Now let us use HTML:5 emmet abbreviation to get this boilerplate code. Now let us remove the title and give it filter page. Then inside body, let me copy the header and footer from the homepage.html, from the index.html. Then footer, let me collapse this one. Yes. Let me start the live server. Let me collapse this. Yes, but still we cannot see this look the header and footer like previous ones, because we have not linked our CSS file to this. To do that, let us create one link element and give it a href of dot slash homepage slash style dot css. Now we can see it like this. Now just in between the header and footer, let us add one div with id filter page container. Just inside this filter page container, we need one heading. So let us add one h2 tag with class filter form heading. Inside that, let us give it filters. Just after this h2 tag, if we observe this, we have four different inputs, right? One is for brand, one is for cost, and the remaining are for rating and sort. So let us create four divs with class filter page form group. Inside this filter page form group, we need one h2 which is for this brand, cost, rating and sort, like for heading. And let us give it a class of form label, and inside that let us add okay, this will do later. And so we need this 4 times, so let us multiply it. Let us keep it in parenthesis and multiply it with 4. And press enter to get something like this. Now inside the first form label, okay, this form label should be h2, so let us type here h2 and let us press enter. Now inside the first form label, let us give it brand, then cost, brand, cost, rating and sort. Now after this h2, let us add one div with form input container, and inside this we'll be having one input. Let us add 4 brands. Just after this, let us add one. Okay, let us go back. And every form input container is going to have one input and one span tag, one span tag. So let us press enter. Inside the first span tag, Inside the first span tag, let us add apple. Inside the second span tag, let me add beets. Inside the third span tag, let me add paperboard. And in the last one, something like Duracell. Then let us do the same for cost as well. Inside input form container, okay, form input container, we are going to have one input and one span tag. And this let us add 3 times, okay, 4, and hit enter. In the first, let us add less than 1000, 1000 to 2000, 2000 to 5000, and 5000 plus. Let us do the same after rating as well. So we need form input container. Inside this, we need one input and one span, and we should multiply it with 3 and hit enter. And rating for the first one is less than 3, second is 3 to 4, and finally 4 to 5. And we should do this one more time. So inside form input container, we need one input, one span, and we need this 2 times. Let us see how it is coming in here. Low to high and high to low. Now every input field is of type text. We have to modify that. For the brand, it is of type checkbox. So let us go to the brand and replace it. Let us select the text and press Ctrl D 4 times. Then hit backspace and write checkbox and press escape. Now let us go here and see. So now we are getting it like a checkbox. Let us style it later. The same we have to do, but for cost, but it is radio instead of checkbox. So see, we are getting radio buttons. Okay, for the last one we have missed. Yes. Same for rating as well. Select text and press Ctrl D 3 times and type radio and then click on escape. Same for sort, that is, it is of type radio. We'll style this later. Now that we have this one, we can go ahead and make one div for showing this filter results, right? So just after this filter page form container, add one more div with filter page result container and press enter. Let me change the indentation. Okay. Yes. Inside this filter page result container, let us add some 4 to 5 results. Let us say we have some 6 results, and let us add one div with class filter result. Inside this div we are going to have one more div with class filter result thumb, and one h3 with class filter result heading, and one div with class filter result rating container, and then one p tag with class filter result cost. Inside this p tag we are going to have, okay, let us do it later. Now after this, I think, yes, now we can hit enter to get this repeatedly 6 times. Now inside the filter result thumb, let us give it let us give the image as background image, and inside the h3, the first h3, inside the first h3 let us copy this and paste here. Then inside the cost we need to get this rupee symbol that we can do by using HTML entity hash 8377 and semicolon. Now see, we have this rupee symbol here, and let me, okay, later we'll find the links. For now let us collapse this and let us copy the name for the second one as well. Name and cost, sorry, cost is 1500, and the third one is Apple Pencil. These are some dummy costs. And fourth one is Oculus Quest 2 VR headset. Fifth one is Oculus Quest 2 VR 128GB headset. Its cost is 9192. And finally, let us add one more. Let us add this Nintendo. its cost is 10,000. Right. Now let us grab the image links. Okay, that we will do when we are adding style. And that's it. We are done with the HTML part. Now we can go ahead and style this. For that, let us create one CSS file, which is filterpage.css inside the filter page folder. And yes, the first thing we are going to do is give the filter page container, sorry, typo, filter page container of display flex, and the flex direction should be row. Justify content should be space around. Align items should be flex start. And flex wrap should be wrap. First we'll design for the HTML, sorry, for the desktop side. So I'm maximizing filter page, filter flex wrap, and let us give it a padding of 2 rem in vertical direction and 0 in horizontal direction. And let us see what changes we had. Okay, now let us add one more selector, which is filter page form container, and let us give it a background color of white so that we can see it visually, and width of 200 pixel. Let us give it a padding 2 rem in all direction. And now let us see. Okay, we have not linked the file. So in the head tag, let us add one more CSS link with /filterpage.css. And now let us refresh this. Okay, still we cannot see anything. Inside the filter page, yes, this is filter page container. Okay, this should be inside filter page form container. Yes, now we got it correctly. And then let us style the filter, the heading. So let us select it by filter form heading. So inside filter form heading, let us give it a font style italic. Then let us give it a margin bottom of, let me see, 1 rem, I guess. Then let us give it a width of 100%. Okay, now we got some margin. Then let us style the filter page result container. Filter page result container. Let us give it a background color of white and width of 900 pixel. Then let us give it a padding of 2 rem. Now let us see. Okay, we got it like this. Padding of 2 rem and display flex wrap of wrap. Then justify content space around. Align items flex start. Okay, we cannot see the images here because we are not styled, right? So let it go. Inside filter result, that is give a width of 250 pixel, border bottom, because we if we give a border bottom, then it will be like a shadow effect. We can use a box shadow also, but for now I will do like this. 0 0 and 0.1, and yes, this is good. And let me give it a border radius so it will look even nice. Border radius of 1 rem and padding of 0.5 rem. Overflow hidden. I am doing this overflow hidden to give this rounded edges instead of cornered edges. Then I give it padding as well. Okay, let us give it more padding in the bottom. So padding bottom 1.5 rem. Then finally let us give it cursor pointer. Okay, yes, now it is okay. Then but we need this to come side by side. So let us inspect. Inside filter page container we have filter page form container, and we have filter page result container. Okay, uh, let us go and see the styles of filter page container. Okay, there might be some typo here. Filter page container display flex. Still, let us add one style. Okay, it is ID, not class. So let us delete the dot and add hash. Now we should see this side by side, right? Okay, now yes, let us go ahead and let us give it a feel like it is a link field. So when we hover the filter result, let us give it a text decoration of underline and color of hash 57 5f 5 5 7 5f and 74. Let me refresh. Okay, but why? Okay, it should be like this. Now see, it looks like it is a link. We'll add the link address when we develop the React page. For now, let us leave it like this. And now let us style the filter result thumb. Which is this div. Let us give it a width of 100% and aspect ratio of 0.8, which look good with the images I have. Background position should be center, and background size should be contained. Sorry, it is contained. Background repeat, no repeat, and let us give it some margin in the bottom of 1 rem. One thing we can do now, which is we can directly grab the image by inspecting here. Let me select this and let me copy link address, and let us give it background image URL of and paste this line. This makes every filter result to have this the same background image, but we want different images. So one thing we can do is we can apply inline CSS. So let me copy this line CSS line, and let us give it only to this. For that we have to add style attribute and paste that CSS rule. So now, okay, something. Okay, I gave it to style, which is wrong. I should give it to filter thumb. Now see, we only got for this one. In the same way, we can copy the images for all others as well. Sorry. Okay. Let us copy this for everything and replace it with the link, correct link. Now let us get the link for oh, sorry. And here also I missed the double quote here as well. Now it is fine. Right, this way we can give the filter page different images. You can add different images as you like by doing the same process, but to save time I'm going further. So let us go to the filter page.css file, and after this filter result term, let us target filter page form group and give it a margin bottom of 1 rem. If you remember, this filter page form group is for each of the brand, cost and sort filters. So after this, let us select the form label and give it a font size of 1.25 rem. Okay, after this, let me target form input container and the input which is inside the form input container, and give it a margin right of 1 rem. After this, let us give it a width of 1.1 rem and height of 1.1 rem. This will make our input our radio buttons and checkboxes look bigger. Okay, now let us go ahead and target the span tag, which here is acting like a label. Form the span tag which is inside the form input container. So let us increase its font size and leave the remaining things as it is. Okay, now let us make this responsive. So let us do that using media query, media screen and max width 1230 pixels. There is some random size where the CSS is not looking good, so let us modify it. Filter page container, let us select the filter page container and let us give it line item center. Okay, there is no dot, it is at the rate. Sorry for that. And in the next line, let us add filter page form container and let us give it the width of 90% instead of 100%. Then let us increase the margin border 2 rem and let us give it a display of flex and flex wrap of wrap. Okay, then let us give it a justify content of space evenly and let us make the width of filter page result container to 90%. And finally, one more screen width where this CSS is not looking good is half of this, which is media screen and max width of almost 600 pixels. So let us give it 610 pixel and let us reduce the size of filter result to 75%. Now our filter page is completely responsive. See, this is at bigger screens, and let me inspect and show you. See, this is at 400 pixel mobile screens. This is tablet view, and this is laptop view, small laptop view, and this is the large laptop view which we are seeing, right? So let us go further. So if you are enjoying my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.